As we grow older, especially after the age of 70, life can feel both more fragile and more precious at the same time, and the choices we make every day can have a powerful impact on how happy and healthy we remain in the years ahead. Many people believe that longevity is simply a matter of luck or genetics, but research and experience show that our daily habits can either support a longer, more joyful life or quietly take it away from us. That is why today we are going to talk about 5 common habits that people over 70 should consider letting go of if they want to enjoy more energy, more peace, and more happiness in their daily lives. Before we begin, let me kindly remind you that if you enjoy listening to this kind of message and if you want to hear more practical advice about staying healthy and happy as you age, please don't forget to like this podcast, share it with friends or family, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss the next episode. Every click and share helps us reach more seniors who need encouragement, and it helps keep this community alive. Now, let's go deeper into the heart of today's topic. One of the first habits that many older adults fall into without even noticing is neglecting their physical health. After 70, it might seem normal to slow down and accept pain, weakness, or illness as an unavoidable part of aging, but the truth is that ignoring the body's needs only makes life harder. Skipping regular checkups, ignoring small aches, or choosing not to move around enough can shorten life and make each day less enjoyable. It is never too late to start taking care of yourself, even in small, gentle ways. Going for a short walk, practicing simple stretches, or even moving your arms and legs while sitting in a chair can keep blood flowing, joints flexible, and energy more stable. Regular doctor visits, routine tests for blood pressure, cholesterol, and bone health are not just for catching diseases, they are for preventing them and making sure you can keep doing the activities you love. Eating balanced meals with fresh vegetables, fruits, and enough protein supports your body's repair system, while avoiding too much sugar, fried food, or processed snacks can reduce inflammation and help your heart. If you have been putting off these steps, letting go of the habit of ignoring your health can give you the gift of many extra years with the people you love. Another habit that shortens both lifespan and happiness is living too sedentary, or in other words, spending most of the day sitting, lying down, or moving very little. Of course, after 70, it is normal to feel less energetic than before, but science shows that long hours of sitting harm the heart, increase the risk of diabetes, and weaken the muscles and bones that keep us independent. When the body becomes too still, the mind can also become less sharp. The solution does not have to be intense exercise or anything dangerous. Instead, it can be choosing to take the stairs instead of the elevator, tending to a small garden, walking to the store if possible, or even dancing slowly in the living room to your favorite old song. Every bit of movement counts and it builds resilience. Replacing hours of sitting with short bursts of activity can improve mood, sleep, and confidence. So, think of it not as exercise but as a gift of freedom you are giving yourself, the freedom to keep moving, keep living, and keep enjoying. Another deeply harmful habit, though often invisible, is carrying too much negativity, regret, or the feeling of always comparing yourself with others. After 70, many people look back at their lives and think about what they did or did not do, and it is easy to fall into the trap of believing that it is too late or that their best days are behind them. But holding on to negative thinking only poisons the present moment and makes the heart heavy. Happiness at this stage of life does not come from perfection or from competing with others. It comes from acceptance, gratitude, and finding joy in the small daily moments. Letting go of bitterness, forgiving yourself and others, and focusing on what is still possible instead of what has been lost can transform your emotional health. Practices like journaling, meditation, prayer, or simply taking a few minutes each morning to think of 3 things you are grateful for can shift your entire day. Studies show that seniors who cultivate a positive outlook live longer and are less likely to suffer from depression. So instead of feeding the habit of negative thinking, feed the habit of appreciation. Smile at yourself in the mirror, laugh with a neighbor, and remember that joy is a medicine available at any age. A 4th habit that robs life of joy is social isolation. As friends move away, children grow busy, or loved ones pass on, it can feel natural to stay home more and interact less. But when we cut ourselves off from human connection, loneliness creeps in, and loneliness has been shown to be as harmful to health as smoking or obesity. Humans are social beings, and after 70, having meaningful conversations, sharing meals, or participating in group activities becomes even more important. Letting go of the habit of withdrawing and instead choosing to reach out, to call a friend, to join a club, or even to use technology to video chat with family can make each day brighter. Social connection keeps the brain active, the heart light, and the soul nourished. If you have been feeling alone, remember that you are not a burden and that others also long for companionship. Sometimes all it takes is a single phone call to open the door to joy again. Finally, one of the most damaging habits that people over 70 need to release is the lifestyle of excess. Smoking, drinking too much alcohol, or eating without balance. At a younger age, the body can recover from unhealthy behaviors, but after 70, every choice matters more. Smoking damages the lungs and the heart, drinking too much stresses the liver and the brain, and overeating processed foods puts pressure on every system. Choosing to let go of these habits is not about giving up pleasure, but about giving yourself a chance to feel light, free, and energized. The taste of fresh fruit, the comfort of a nourishing soup, or the calm of drinking tea instead of alcohol can bring satisfaction without damage. If quitting smoking or drinking feels impossible, even reducing the amount can make a difference. Life is not about perfection but about progress, and every small positive step is a victory. When you add all of these changes together, taking care of your body, moving more, staying positive, connecting socially, and living with moderation, you create a foundation for more years of vitality and more moments of true happiness. Life after 70 does not have to be a time of decline. It can be a time of wisdom, calm, and deep enjoyment. It is never too late to change a habit, never too late to begin again, and never too late to choose joy. Imagine yourself a year from now looking back and realizing that because you made these changes, you feel stronger, more connected, and more peaceful than before. That is the reward waiting for anyone willing to let go of what no longer serves them. If you found this message helpful, if it touched your heart or gave you hope, please take a moment to like this podcast right now, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to our channel so you can keep receiving new encouragement every week. By doing so, you are not only supporting your own well-being, but also helping other seniors who may feel alone or in need of guidance. Together, we can build a community of older adults who celebrate life, support one another, and prove that aging can be filled with meaning and joy. Thank you so much for listening. Take good care of yourself, and remember that the best time to start living better is always today.